Hello, welcome to another Thirsty Thursday. Um, Today, Jamie and I are going to talk all about the new little samplers that are coming out. They're so cute. So she's going to hop on and we are going to taste some wine and chat all about the fun. So let's get her in here. Yeah!
Hello!
Hello!
You are outside. I'm so jealous.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna just set up outside. Why should I stay inside when it's like a gorgeous day? I'm sure if like my neighbors look out the window, they're gonna be like, what is she doing? But that's okay.
I totally understand. There have been a few nights where I'm like, I'm going to do this, but our table's right by our air conditioning unit, and so it'd be like, whir,
Yeah, right.
super annoying in the background.
Totally get that.
So
Yeah,
mine
so I was like,
is
I'm gonna come
sparkling
outside
and it's chilling until we're ready, and then I'll bring it up.
Yes. So all I said was that we were gonna talk about some samplers and try some wine. So
Yes!
but first, how was your day?
Pretty good actually. It's been like looking like it's going to rain most of the day, so we spent a good chunk of time outside just to like soak it up.
Yeah,
it has yet to rain, even though it still looks imminent upon us. How about you, friend? You had classes, right?
Yes. So I had my 2 classes today, so distance learning. And it's supposed to be like, so I live by the beach, which I think we've talked about. And usually in the summer it can get up to, high 80s where you're like, ugh, we don't have air conditioning. This is a little rough. But generally speaking, it's normally like, anywhere from like 68 to 75, like comfortable, right?
That's amazing.
But this weekend, it's supposed to be like 98 here. So I'm like, okay. So that's why I'm outside now, because I'm like, might as well, because I'm not going to, we're either going to hop in the pool or be locked in one room with the one AC unit that we have, because it's going to be miserable. Like, it gets like, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Oh yeah, so, 98, no AC. And are the beaches closed because
they're open? It's Labor Day, so it's gonna be crazy. But we're not.
Right.
We won't go. If we do go, we go at like 8 a.m. So we avoid like crowd. Like even if it like no COVID, we go early to avoid crowds and avoid the like UV 20 million.
I feel like kids do better at the beach. At least our kids do better on the beach time early.
Yeah,
they get all their energy
like,
out.
So many people show up at like 11:30, and I'm like, it's lunchtime. Like, it sounds miserable.
We're ready to roll.
Yeah, we're like bouncing, and all the crowds are rolling in. I'm like, have fun. Yeah,
there's a really good spot.
Yeah. So yeah, it's supposed to be very, very hot. I feel like it's very like there's a misconception that like September, it's like, oh, it's fall. It's like, no. September and October, guaranteed hottest months of the year, like hands down. So we are just now entering that. So we have some rough stuff coming.
My children are wild in the basement. So I'm like, barely here. Can you hear that?
I heard it. Rah!
Yeah. Who knows what's happening?
Ready to party.
We decided to be the cool parents and get ice cream after dinner before bed. So we'll see how that one plays out.
Yeah.
But hubby's got them, so
nice. You're good for
I'm good
for a few.
Yeah. I feel like September here has been more warm than like when I was a kid. Like September used to be super like long t-shirt weather, maybe light sweatshirt weather. It was super comfy outside. And now it's like you could have 90-degree days.
Yeah. I know. I'm wearing kind of like it's like a little bit warmer, and then leggings today because I woke up and it was like overcast, and I'm like, ooh, cozy. And then at like noon, I was like, this is a terrible decision. Terrible.
I feel like
so I made it through. Yesterday I had to change.
Yes, I've been having 2 to 3 outfit changes a day because the temperature in the morning is different than
we're back to that
as the day goes on. Or it's like I'll get dressed because I'm excited to like actually get out of my pajamas. And I'm trying to get into that habit.
It helps.
But then I'll put on like workout clothes and I might work out, I might not. And then it's like, well, I need to put on clothes again. But by that time of day, my morning outfit doesn't really apply anymore. So I'm like,
yeah. I know, it's that like when you pack a jacket to work because it's freezing in the morning and then you're sweating in the afternoon.
Yes.
We're back to that, Sid.
Yeah.
So anyways.
Jocelyn, are you coming up, sweetie? I hear noises continually coming up. You have to go by. All right, well, let's make that happen, sweetie. You got this.
You're like, this is what I'm doing.
I know. All right, Jocelyn, go in the bathroom, sweetie. We're trying to keep things covered.
Hello.
I'm going to go get my bubbly.
Okay. Go grab it. Yeah. So I am going to do the Gallivant Cabernet. All right. And Jamie is doing the Gallivant Bubbly White, which I actually have you had it before?
I've never had this. It got released per typical Jamie move, like just after I placed an order, and I kept forgetting to like get it. So
okay,
like,
so
I'm getting it.
I'm curious what you think because I tried it this weekend.
Yeah.
So we had the Tickle Bumps, the rosé.
Yes.
And then we tried this one.
Okay.
And I actually really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed it.
Excited.
So, and the Tickle Bumps one was good. But again, you know how it's kind of like, I feel like they're all good, but then there's some that are like, ooh, that's really good.
Really stick it out. So, like, which do you prefer? The
Gallivant Bubbly White. I preferred that one over the Tickle Bumps, me personally. Sure. I usually like the rosé and I usually don't like whites, but I don't know. That was good. And, but again, it wasn't like it wasn't a dislike. It was just, ooh, I extra like this one. I would get it again. Yeah. You know? So that comes in the sampler set. So that's fun.
Ready? It's going to pop.
I'm ready.
It does come in the sampler set. So I'm like, really.
Woo! Oh, that was good. You handled that nicely.
Thank you.
You handled it with care.
I do my best. I love the Gallivant Cab. Like the fact that you have that friend, I'm a little jealous.
Okay, and see, and I haven't tried this one. So we're like opposites.
It's one of my favorite.
You've tried mine and I've tried yours. So now we're like doing a little switchery.
No. He's with Puppy now. Yes, I think that's going to be so much fun that we get to each try something that we've never tried.
Obviously, I've got a cab. Yes. So the 4 S's, you see it, you swirl it, smell it, see it, swirl, smell, sip.
Yes.
So obviously mine is a very deep red.
Mm-hmm. Mine's a really nice light color, and it's 100% Sauv Blanc.
Okay. Grape. Oh, interesting.
You really get the crisp. So I checked the tasting card before coming on, and it's apples, lemongrass, and slate for my Gallivant Bubbly White.
It's kind of funny to me when it's like slate. Right. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, what does that taste like? It's like, ooh, I love slate.
Our children could tell us. I know. I've always wanted that too. But I'm like, it must be something with the filtering process and
definitely
what they do that it like picks up notes of that.
Which I would prefer slate over like fish bladder.
Oh, 100%. Yes, please.
I don't really.
What do you get with your smell?
I don't know. You know, I did not look at the tasting notes. I probably should have.
Hey, that's all right. Sometimes we do.
But maybe it's like plummy. I don't know. Maybe I'll look after and be like, was it plum? Was it? I don't know.
Was it blackberry?
Was it black? Was it black cherry? Is that a thing?
You're like, I can assure you, it is delicious.
It smells really good. But cheers. Let's go for it.
Mm. Ooh. You get the lemongrass and the notes and the taste buds.
This is a very smooth cab.
Very smooth, right?
Very good. And it's a good price point for a cab.
Oh yeah, I like the body of it too. Mine, I'm really enjoying the bubbles.
It's good, right?
It is really good. I'm wondering if mine needs to be what's it called? Chilled a little bit more. It's still a little warm. Is it bad to put an ice cube?
I've done that plenty of times.
I'm gonna grab one.
Yeah, this cab, so this is the Gallivant cab. It's really good. It's a really smooth cab. And look you can see the nice legs on that.
I got that in my business starter kit, and I remember thinking it was good, but then I ordered it again, not remembering I had already tried it, and I was blown away.
Yeah, it's got like a nice, it's almost like I would say it's kind of a lighter cab.
Okay.
Like, I don't think it's a very heavy, like I've had the Conte de la Terre cab. Very bold.
Yes.
A good cab.
Yes.
This one is it's almost like a little bit lighter. Like, if you like Pinot, I could see you really liking this one because it's a little bit lighter, in my opinion. But it's good. I mean, I would definitely order another bottle of this. This is tasty.
Oh yeah, it's really yummy.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the apple and the lemongrass in this. To me, adds enough sweetness. Coming from I've never tried non-mass-produced like sparkling wines or champagnes. So like as a first-time sparkling wine with our brand, with the Clean Crafted, I like that you still get notes of the like sweetness in the fruit without it being like. They're watching Aristocats for the first time. And
ooh, so ice cream and a movie. You're in for a good bedtime.
Oh, right? Like,
tomorrow you'll be like,
right?
Play my Y song. Why?
I know, right? I actually always love when that pops up in your story.
I'm due for one. I really am. I probably could have played it like 5 times today, but like when they grabbed the cilantro out of the fridge without me knowing and sprinkled it around the house, I probably could have easily played Y, but I think I was just too much.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to the fancy bubbly.
It's better chilled more, so be prepared.
Yeah.
Have your bubbly chilled.
Like, so I'm not a huge white wine person, and I'm not a huge champagne person.
Okay.
But like, I have it like at wedding. Like, I have friends where it's like they want all the champs, like that's their thing. And cool. And I do like bubbles, but I just don't ever really go for it. I would just rather have like a nice glass of wine. And so I've had though like champagne when you go to weddings and whatever. But then I've had like an almond champagne before. And
never heard of that.
Yeah, and that was like, I was like, ooh, this is really good. I don't know if it was like infused with almond. I can't remember. But I felt like this one had a little bit of a note of kind of maybe it's that lemongrass, but it was like a little bit of a like aftertaste of like a little bit, maybe like a sweet, but it's not sweet. But it's like there's a little something aftertaste where you're like, ooh, I kind of like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you getting that at all?
Sweet. Yeah, it starts out sweet and then like gets mellow, which is nice that it doesn't like linger too much. I feel like it allows you to keep enjoying the sips instead of it feeling heavy. It's very light, very refreshing. So my main experience with like champagnes and sparkling wines before were like the very sweet side. And while it's enjoyable, like I tend to have like a lean toward more of a sweet taste bud. I also don't want something that's going to make me feel like I'm going to get cavities. So I've been really enjoying how our wines don't leave that like feeling in your mouth.
Yeah, I don't ever get that like weird,
right.
that really good look.
Yeah, right. That looks super.
That I should just keep doing on camera.
Right. But that was me before. I used to always feel so like, how do you know? You don't know if it's going to be good or not. Like as you're shopping in the wine aisles. Mm-hmm. And so this
Well,
has
and
just
that's
been a much more enjoyable experience because even though I'm surprised in how things taste, do I have a new favorite or not? Like, I'm never disappointed.
yeah.
Never.
Well, and that's why I
And so
love
that
this.
feels good.
And that's why I love the samplers, because you get to try 4 wines.
Right.
And it's perfect because you get a little selection of each one. And, you know, for me, I love the mini bottles because we know I'm not a huge, you know, drinker, but like those little bottles are perfect for me. So anybody who's like me, I stock up on these things because it's perfect, you know, because especially too, like my husband, like he likes wine, but he, you know, he doesn't, you know, he likes this wine. He does, but it's like he's just not as big into a wine. He's more into like a spirit.
Oh,
And so there's
has
many
he tried
times
the mixable?
it's on the way. So we'll have to taste that soon. But so there's many times where I'm like, ooh, I just want like a glass of wine, but then I don't want to open the whole bottle, and it's like, ugh. But so these are perfect for if you're like that, or if you just want to be able to try. And you get 4 different ones. So you get the Fieldhouse Chardonnay, which I hear is really good,
and the Fieldhouse Pinot Noir in our current one. The fun thing is it changes too.
Right.
So you get some variety if you also like that sampler size for yourself.
Right. And then you get the Gallivant Bubbly.
Yeah.
Which I think Gallivant has great wines. Like that Bubbly is good. This Cab is good. I hear the Gallivant Chardonnay is really tasty. And then you get the Middle Jane Zin, which the Zins we have are fantastic. The Hushkeeper and the Resident Zin are fantastic. So in Middle Jane, everything I've had Middle Jane is like out of this world.
So good.
So I would imagine it's going to be pretty tasty. So you get quite a good selection.
Yes, I would totally agree. And I also really like that it's not something different that you could get in a big bottle, you know, so it gives you a chance that if you did want to have a little, you know, appetizer-esque of like trying the different wines. And I think they're also the same size as our cans in the sense of like volume. It ends up being like a 4 to 6 ounce pour depending on.
You get a good, I mean, when I have it, it's like it would be a good 2 glasses, you know, or maybe 1.5 because I'm a lighter pourer on the glass. But regardless, like it's a good amount of wine and you get a really good solid taste of it, you know, like you're not like a wine tasting where you're like, oh, can I have another sip? I didn't quite get that, you know? So I think they're great. $32, it's a perfect price point. And
it's fantastic.
You know, if you order, like I always say, order a few and then give them to your friends and let's host a tasting.
Yeah.
You know, I had a friend do that and they took it and they tasted it and then, you know, they were able to all try different varietals.
That is the perfect way to do it, actually, especially if someone did want to like host a tasting, but they weren't sure what to get. Like this would be the best thing to invite your girlfriends to do, you know, comfortably from their own home that you guys can all like zoom in together with us, or even like a small in-person gathering if people felt comfortable with it. You know, I know it's kind of like everyone's trial and
everyone's comfort level is a little bit different right now, and that's okay.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, it's so tough because I mean, you know, I think the holidays, like ordering wine and wanting to drink wine with friends is like a big deal, and how it's going to look this year is definitely, but at least, you know, hey, get some samplers and then party it up via Zoom together. You know?
I just think the fact that and they're all twist off this time, right?
Oh yeah, instead of the pop the top, what do you call that?
I can't think of
like a sealed lid. Like what is it called?
Like where you need a
bottle opener, like a bottle top. Yeah, you don't need a bottle opener. You just go and you're ready.
Feel cool doing it.
Yeah.
Doesn't cost much. I think it's a really fantastic option.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this.
Yeah, it's good, right? It's kind of fun that they put a sparkling one in there because with the holidays, you know, like you could do like a little tasting where you have your white wine, a couple of reds, finish with a little bubbly.
And this is
perfect.
Only 0.05 grams of residual sugar, less than 1%.
It's so good.
Isn't that crazy?
I wonder if it says it on mine. I don't think it does, but
I don't think it says that on the bottom.
Yeah.
But I like that we have that transparency on our website.
Ooh,
Like, for anyone looking.
FYI, if you remember when I first tasted and I said maybe some notes of plum,
What is that?
elegant notes of blackberry, which I did say like black something or other. Black cherry. I said black cherry.
Black cherry.
And then just picked plum.
Oh, man!
Whose nose is getting good?
You're doing it.
And there's a little bit of vanilla. So that's probably why I like it, because I'm very drawn to vanilla.
Yes. It's a good classic flavor in there.
I'm sitting outside and my children just saw me in the window. So I'm waving.
Which is nice. And not running by screaming they need to use the potty.
Have fun in there. I'm outside. The door's locked.
That's a good place to be.
Husband is watching them, so they're not. I'm not being crazy.
Like, fair. There is an adult.
Yeah. But,
man. This is a good one. I'm really excited too, because I know we can't say much, but we have some other really fun like holiday and like special things coming up. So I feel like these sampler sets are a really great way to get familiar with what we have to offer.
Yes.
And then just be like excited. If you don't know us yet, like get excited for all the stuff to come.
Yeah. Yeah. I just love having the option for little samplers. I think it's perfect. And you can't get that everywhere.
No.
Like, I don't really know places except you buy like
I was gonna say,
the little like $5 barefoot wines from Ralph's, which are fan flipping not tastic.
No. Our grocery store used to have this like big cardboard box of all these little like mini bottles, and I'm like, I don't know how good those are. Like, one, how long have they been sitting there? And two, like, if you're able to sell them for that cheap, something is not smelling so good about this.
Yeah. Oh boy. Well, I always love our Thursdays.
Me too.
So fun.
Yay, me too, friend.
So yeah, but if you guys want any samplers, hit one of us Jamie's up and we can help you out with those. All right, friend. I will chat with you, I'm sure, and we'll see you again next Thursday.
Yes, that sounds
good. Luck with that ice cream bedtime.
I know. I was going to say, like, maybe I just hang up here a little bit.
You're like, I'm still on the call. I'm still on the call. Still tasting. I'm still here.
I know. Cheers, friend.
Yeah. Cheers.
Have a great holiday weekend.
Yeah, you too. Stay cool. Oh, wait, it will be raining for you. I will stay cool. You stay warm. Right?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's supposed to be pretty nice tomorrow. We're either considering taking the boat out one more time before we take it across state and put it back in its home. And then also possibly thinking about a beach trip on the other side of the state on Lake Michigan, but who even knows?
Yeah, totally.
You never know.
Yes. Well, enjoy.
But either way, I will have some of this available.
Totally, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Have a great night,
Talk
friend.
to you soon, friend.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.